Hey, what's up? It's Chris here from Chris's Sci-Fi Reactions. Hope you're all keeping well. Back here with another Stargate SG-1. It's been a good 3 weeks since we've had a Stargate SG-1 on YouTube. That has been because I have been doing my university work. I do apologize, but my university work does have to come first. I will be trying to get out an episode every week of Stargate, Buffy, and Red Dwarf. They're my three most popular shows, so they will be the ones I am focusing on. The other shows will also come out, but maybe every couple or few weeks. Yeah, last SG-1 episode we had very much a virus getting into the SGC, and that was interesting to see how the Stargate Command dealt with the issues regarding an alien virus. Full, uncut, unedited reactions available on Patreon, link in the description below, followed with my social media accounts, Facebook and Twitter. Yeah, so let's just get straight into it.
Let's go! Connor! Connor! I lost the remote! Got it!
I would have thought they would have had more than one remote. Pretty dark.
I'll take first watch.
I'm actually liking this episode a lot more than previous episodes, at least so far. I find it's an interesting insight to the psychology of potentially Stargate members.
Hey, Colonel. I'll take watch.
Let's go. We got company.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure. Straight through the night. He needs rest.
Shut up! Do I have to make an example? Do I?
Jeez.
Look over there.
Freaking psychopath.
Whoa, where are you going?
You can't just stay here and watch him beat that man to death.
You will be captured.
Uh-huh.
And you think that's a plan?
Daniel, I can get to Hanson. That's what the Colonel was talking.
Wait until he gets back.
The man could be dead by then.
We should have stopped it.
We would have failed.
True. Nice.
That was refreshing.
Connor looks bad. There's 2 guards, but... Daniel. Never mind. It's probably our only way in without a firefight anyway.
Possibly.
Right, all right.
Well, it's about time.
Hello, Jonas.
And you never thought I'd amount to anything. Quite a leap, isn't it? From captain to...
What's happened to you, Jonas?
Please.
He's
Sit
lost
down.
him.
These caves were once mine. They permeate the hillside for miles, but these people have been multiplying like rabbits. They don't have the technology to dig themselves more space. They don't have the courage to leave the caves. It's like a third world country in a bottle.
And you think you're saving them?
Oh, I know I am.
We always think we know what's best for other people.
They're human beings. They're like us. How can we turn our backs on them? Kidnapped from Earth, forced into slavery for centuries.
Can't change that.
Yes, we can. We must help.
Well, how does posing as a god and slowly working these people to death help them?
I hate that word. Stop using it. I am not posing.
Jeez, he's lost it.
It is a matter of definition. My people need me. They believe in me. And because they believe, they work.
To death.
We're building a civilization, Sam. There are going to be sacrifices. It's better than rotting in caves, living and dying in squalor like you've never seen. I'm creating a great people.
In your image?
Yes. It's going.
He is a servant of the old gods, yes?
Well, yes and no. He's from another place. So are we.
Like Jonas.
Another place?
Earth. It's way...
Kill me.
Sure? I've come all this way.
Nice one, Jack.
Can you walk? Let's go. Think we pick up the pace a little here?
Go!
Hey, how you doing? You know, we'd love to stick around, but some brain-dead sycophant left my buddy out here to die. So we're out of here. Ow.
I love the way Jack sort of makes this comment even when he's got, you know, a gun basically pointed towards him.
Main control board seems to follow the same basic circuitry patterns as the gate technology.
Just turn it on.
What if I can't? Colonel O'Neill.
Captain? I see everything's working out just as we planned.
Shoot him.
No! All right.
Wait, you're gonna turn this thing on in here?
Do it now. If it works, I'll spare him. It's beautiful.
Will it work?
I do not know.
Everyone's being forced together at the Circle of the Gods.
Stargate.
Neat. His own people rise up against him.
I think
Justice.
we're ready.
Think we should tell them to bury the gate after we're gone?
Tilk seems to think the Goulds won't be back.
Maybe we should come back and check on these guys.
I think we've done enough, don't you?
Hearing this music at the end sort of reminds me of Independence Day. I think it's the same,
Something
actually.
else on your mind?
I had the chance to end this, Colonel. He literally asked me to do it.
Killing a man is no badge of honor, Captain.
Yeah.
Look, I'm no expert on this thing. I generally remember one commandment. I think it's the first.
I am the Lord your God, and you shall take no other gods before me.
Okay, it's not the first one. I'm talking about the no-killing one. No matter what the reason, every time you break it, you take one step closer to Hanson.
That's pretty good.
So, you gonna be all right?
Yes. The world outside the caves. It's very big, yes?
Yeah, it's bigger than you can imagine.
I guess from their perspective, they've been in caves all their lives, so it really is quite big. I really think the idea of the DHD is ingenious. Okay, so that was Stargate SG-1, Season 1, Episode 5, The First Commandment. That was a very good episode. I think that is probably my favourite episode of the season. I'd give it a solid 8. I'm cautious to go higher at the current time because I'm only 5 episodes in. But certainly I will determine that as my favourite episode. You know, I know the first episode, Children of the Gods, was very good, but I think I enjoyed this one more. Okay, so let's just break down. We start off here, you know, the two of the SG, I forget which team it is, but two of the Stargate SG9 are trying to get back to Stargate Command. We then, one of them falls over, the leader of the team ends up shooting him dead, and he notices that the other member of his team got through the Stargate. We then have them, SG-1, arriving here on the planet, a planet that's UV is much higher than that of Earth's sun. Talking a bit about plant life as well, and you know that it's needed for carbon. It's needed for oxygen, basically. You need some form of tree plant life for that, which is really interesting because they also brought up Abydos in the way that could a desert planet really be habitable? That being said, it's generally believed that Venus might have had some liquids as well as Mars, so they might have been potentially habitable desert worlds themselves with the odd ocean. Here we have Hansen, not Hansen, forgive me if I mix up some of the names sometimes. Grabs Colonel O'Neill, he then tells SG-1 about what happens, what's been happening. Colonel O'Neill orders Captain Carter to go back to the General, brief him. She refuses, very much on the basis that, you know, she thinks she can get through to him because he offered Carter to marry him. Carter says this isn't about revenge, but, you know, understandably, it is. Here we sort of get, you know, a bit of a discussion of how it might have happened. You know, Daniel saying that supposed to be well-trained individuals. Talk about, you know, continuing talk about what happened. Here the cave people come and take one of the members of SG-9. And here we have sort of Sam talking to Daniel. You know, the crazier that they are, the more extreme situation they seem to be put into. Here we notice that, you know, the member of SG-9 is being tied up to the stake like the others. It would be a terrible way to go out in the sun like that. Then we have this guy. I'm not sure what his deal was, why he was standing by Hansen. You know, was it just power? Was he just a mean-ass psychopath? Sam then goes and comes to the aid of the guy that he's beating. Here we have them very much talking about you know, God and why he's doing what he does. He gets angry because Sam says, you know, posing, and yeah. Here we get that guy wandering off, symbols. This was a really good part with Sam, struggling to sort of pull the trigger. Sort of, I think she's partly torn between the fact that he is clearly sick, mentally sick, and what she has to do, Can I, at least this is my opinion, can I kill him or is he sick? Should I, sort of that, as well as her feelings that she would have towards him because they were together, obviously. Here we get the three SG-1 team members talking to him, trying to convince him that, Hansen isn't a god, that he's normal. Here we get them, Sam and Hansen, sort of talking about, that everyone will be dead before they have a chance to finish it. Then we find out there's this device, which is basically a force field to help protect people from the sun. Jack's attempting a rescue of Connor, I think his name is now. Again, forgive me if I get the names wrong. Tilk does a little bit of a drawing, trying to find out, where the second device might be. Tilk then shoots that thing with the staff. Here we get Colonel O'Neill sort of being a bit sassy and, saying, oh yeah, some brain-dead sycophant left my friend out to die. Hansen then sort of like, oh yeah, I'll kill O'Neill unless you turn it on. But then basically we come here, he's getting ready to send him back through to Earth. However, without sending the iris code, which would lead directly to their death. Here we get sort of a battle, if you like, of words between Dr. Jackson and Hansen, sort of with Daniel taking the approach of, hey, look, this is just science, and Hansen sort of using religion, and it's a sort of that science versus religion, trying to convince people around you. Hansen's trying to convince the people that it's magical and he's God, whereas Daniel's trying to convince. And this way we then have Hansen taken down by his people, thrown through the Stargate. I like this moment between Carter and O'Neill, where O'Neill is sort of saying about thou shalt not kill, and that every time you break that commandment, you take one step closer to Hansen. I thought that was really good and really clever, and very accurate. And then they go on home, leaving those people with a force field and a massive world to explore. Okay, so yeah, as I said, I really, really enjoyed that that story. That's definitely, without a doubt, my favourite episode of the series so far. If this is any indication of what it's going to be like in the future, I'm really excited for it. Just note that Stargate is one of the free series that will receive a weekly release on YouTube. That is Stargate, Buffy, and Red Dwarf. The other shows will get maybe one a fortnight, maybe one every few weeks. Full uncut, unedited reactions are available on Patreon, and my social media accounts are also listed in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time for another Stargate. Bye.